Last summer, I visited a region of North Tanzania in Africa, where I met a small group of members of the nomadic tribe Hadzabe. The Hadzabe tribe is one of the few authentic hunter tribes that remain in the region. It is estimated that its population does not exceed 1,000 people. They live in groups of approximately 30 individuals scattered in different regions. One of the first things that I encountered when I arrived at the zone was a rudimentary settlement, which, according to my guide, are built according to the type of animals found in the surroundings. The Hadzabe are primarily hunters. They rely on the local natural species. The tribe is endemic to the Lake Iayas area. After I found their improvised shacks, my guide told me that some of them, depending on their preferences, live under bushes or among trees. I was a little nervous but excited. I was hoping that they would allow us to film them and maybe join them on a hunting day. Before we met with the Hadzabe members, I sneaked around to explore the interior of one of the hovels. Its structure was simple, and apparently they sleep on some kind of animal skin, so they are not directly on the cold ground. I wondered myself what kind of skin could it be. At first glance, I thought it was possum skin, or maybe it was from a wild boar. The shacks were simple. They had to be that way since the Hadzabe are nomads. They usually stay in one place for 3 or 4 months and go to another place, moving according to the seasons, according to the weather. My guide informed me that men usually live separately from women because they have different activities within the tribe. I saw numerous animal skins on display, pinned to a baobab tree. I was curious about how sharp the wooden sticks had to be so that they could stick so deep. During my exploration, I found out that the interior of the baobab tree was used as home by some of the tribe members. The baobab tree is very typical in the region. Elephants usually make holes in them, and other animals later inhabit them. I didn't know that humans too, that is, human tribes, could also inhabit them. It is very interesting. While I was examining the baobab tree interior, I discovered the skeleton of a little animal. Inside the tree, I could see in detail how sharp the sticks were. With everything I had seen so far, I was extremely intrigued. I wanted to meet the members of the tribe, to know what their appearance was, what their clothing was like. After a few minutes, my guide and I found a small group of Hadzabe tribe members, and I greeted them with the usual phrase of the region. I noticed that their dialect used many sounds of the style kl, kl. When I found them, it was around 6:45 in the morning. They were just beginning their routine. I could see that one of them was sharpening his arrows. Most of them had their bows and arrows ready to go hunting. The leader of the tribe was identified by a multicolored ornament on his head. His group consisted of 30 people, approximately. It was noticeable that their leader was young. This caught my attention since I expected their leader to be one of their elders. My guide explained to me that they had Hadzabe choose as their leader, the best hunter, the most skilled, the strongest, and therefore their leader had to be someone young. Someone old may already have vision problems. He could no longer hunt well. He wouldn't be so strong. I was able to observe that, as part of their morning ritual, the members of the tribe share a marijuana and tobacco cigarette. The tribesmen were sitting around a campfire while they passed their cigarette to each other. Luckily, my guide spoke the Hadzabe dialect, which facilitated my communication with them.